Are we live? We're live. Yeah, the geese confirmed we are live. Hi, you guys. I hope that's not bothering you. But happy Friday, happy Venus Day. Baby, we gotta talk. Hold on. Let's burn some sage. I'll take this piece. Hold on. And I need to get my jacket. Okay. God, thank you for the cleansing. Thank you for the healing. Thank you for the protection. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. It won't work. Okay. Let's pray. Let's talk. Let's pull these cards. And I gotta get my jacket. But without further ado, God, divine source, Holy Spirit, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for this Friday. Thank you for this Venus day. Thank you for another day of life. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide and clear channel for the collective in regards to each of the 4 scenarios that come out in regards to today's reading. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear guide, clear channel, clear vessel. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided and divinely led. No weapon formed against us shall prosper. Thank you for divine insight. Thank you for divine foresight. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude, Ashe. Okay, let me get my jacket. Let me turn on the air because I'm going to get cold, and then we will converse. Hold on. Okay, I want to change the music too. Oh, so warm. Okay, that's that. Switch this up. Actually, we'll do that one. Okay. Well, we're on a commercial break. So I just want to say, as of this moment that I am speaking to you, it is 11:03 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Babe, I've been up since the 2 a.m. hour. So I was supposed to have been here, no cap. This Libra full moon that just peaked is literally taking me through there, taking me through there. I don't know if a Lilith return is a thing, but I am a Libra rising and my Lilith is in Libra, and I feel like I'm having a fucking Lilith return. I've been so emotional, so emotional, all over the place, but please give me grace. Again, I've been up since 2 a.m. It's 11 a.m. I have a meeting in like 3 hours, so we should get it done within the time frame without rushing. But after my meeting, I was gonna come and do the all signs for April, but since I've been up since 2 a.m. and I'm a person, I don't know how to take naps, the all signs has been scheduled for tomorrow. But I have a free day tomorrow, and it's a portal day. And with us doing 4 scenarios today, it's just, it all connects. So commercial break is over. Let's get started. Let me clarify the title of this, because this was random, divinely guided. Hold on. This is a first for me. This 4 scenarios just came about within the last hour. It's not something that's planned. All right, so clarity on your current experience and the light that's at the end of the tunnel. Let me write that down. Clarity, current experience, and the lights at the end of the tunnel. So for some, this could be like a pick a card. It's not the intent to be a pick a card, but you can handle the energy as if it's one. But with that being said, with each scenario, we have a different oracle deck. So I have 4 different oracle decks in front of me. And then we're going to clarify with this tarot deck for each of the 4 scenarios, okay? Okay. That's all I need to say. Let's get into scenario 1. Scenario 1. All right. All right, so for you guys, we are using Moonology. New Moon and Libra is on the bottom, but let's see what's going on in regards to your current situation in life. Scenario 1, Spirit, thank you for divine guidance. Thank you for divine clarity. Thank you for divine insight. First card is, what do you need to release? Waning Moon. So it's interesting because I grabbed this jacket because I know I'd be cold, but getting into your energy, I got hella hot. So with this, what do you need to release? And we are currently in Aries season, scenario 1, collective. You could feel like it's like you have a task list, like a list of to-do things, right? And with the sun being in a fire sign, it's like, okay, we are action-oriented, goal-oriented. At least that should be the mindset. But it's kind of like where you want to push through. Spirit is more so like, no, sit down, stay here, feel this, deal with this before we start being so action-oriented and goal-focused. Because if you don't sit and deal and feel and experience and direct the energy accordingly, then it's gonna linger with you like a plague, and that's meant to be not your truth. So with that being said, as I look at this card, I pause because I noticed that this is a reflection of winter. So with whatever you are being called to release, this could have been something that ignited during winter solstice and you're still carrying it into spring, which is why Spirit is saying, as of this moment, stop. Like I'm seeing the red stop sign, like stop before you can go straight, go left, go right, or even make a reversal of a U-turn. What is going on with you personally? And it's kind of like the way with that energy of what's going on with you personally, it feels like Spirit is having like a one-on-one or wanting to have a one-on-one therapy session with you, but it's like you're being very avoidant at this time. Now, for some of you, with this being a waning moon card, you could have been born under a waning moon. You don't have to be born under a waning moon. But as I say that, like, I'm seeing you, like, your energy just sway. So you could be, with the energy of your energy swaying, it's like you have, your highs and lows are not in balance, like they're extreme to extreme. If you think about the Libra energy, we are still in the post shadow of it until Easter. So, and it's kind of like giving that energy of, you could be, if you have been able to master multitasking in a way where it works for you, you could definitely be struggling with multitasking at this time. You could be struggling with delegating at this time because you need to sit. Okay. I think I've said that enough, that you need to sit, stop. All right, what else? Yeah, show the world the real you in reverse. Scenario 1, clarity on their current situation, experience. Don't let pride get in your way. Upright. Anything else? I think that's it. Yeah. Split the deck. When I said I think that's it, I split the deck to it's time to take action, New Moon and Aries, but that's connected to that action-oriented energy that you want to be in, but it's like Spirit's not allowing you to be in it at this moment in time. So you have a total of 6 cards here. So there is definitely an imbalance that needs to be brought back into balance. So just to show you the cards one more time, and for those I didn't read to you yet. The first is, what do you need to release, upright. Second is, show the world the real you, in reverse. Third is, don't let pride get in your way, upright. And then you have, luck is on your side, upright, but it came out underneath, nothing will come of the situation. And then the last card you had that flew out on top of show the world the real you, in reverse, and what do you need to release, upright, our adjustments are required. I'm gonna leave it sideways since it pretty much came out that way. Okay. For some of you, you could feel like you're being humbled in life right now, in general. You could feel so what the word I'm about to use, I know it's used to speak about a certain group of people, but I'm not referring to that group of people. But just in life, or at this moment in life, you could feel delayed, okay? I just wanted to preface that before I said the word delayed. Like, I'm not calling you delayed, but you could feel like just progress in your personal life and experience and what you desire to accomplish is delayed. You are or have been very, very prideful. I do feel like you've been prideful since winter. Specifically, we had the full moon in Leo February 1st, I believe, which we were still in winter solstice. And, you know, February is a 2 month. So with us talking about being imbalanced, it's kind of like, you know, when if you're the game, the Hanged Man. Now, I know the Hanged Man is a card, Pisces energy, but there's a game that we used to play called the Hanged Man. And it's like you would think of a word, write however many, like write the lines for however many letters there were in that word, and then people will have to guess what the word is. And every time they got a letter wrong, you would start to draw a person. And when you get to if the entire character is drawn, it means that you lost the game. But it's interesting, even though I say that, Spirit is shifting me to perspective, literally what the Hanged Man or Hanged One, depending on which deck that you're using, or the Hanged Woman, but the Hanged energy represents. And you could feel like with that word delayed, and now I want to say you could feel like a failure. Your self-talk is very, very negative. That's something that is imbalanced, that needs to be balanced, okay? Self-talk, how you view your progress. I do feel like a lot of you, I don't know how involved you are with just society in general, but it's giving me the energy of, I'm speaking to a group of people where societal standards are not your standards, but you're trying to align with that, which is making you out of alignment, if that makes sense. And it's like, because you are so certain, like the energy of certainty is connected to this don't let pride get in your way, which is also connected to, you could feel like you're being humbled at this time. But it's like you have this level of certainty of what your direction should be. And Spirit is saying your direction is, at this moment in time, and it could, what I'm about to say could sound harsh, but it's a reality. It's like, at this point in time, your direction is null and void, because we have some internal shit that needs to be dealt with, and heavy energy on this shit. Like, there is like literal shit that is a representation of energy that is plaguing you on the inside, and it's starting to taint your chakras. It's like, and when I say taint, it's like where the chakras should be bright and colorful. Even the energy of spring represents bright and colorful. If something is tainted, if it's poisoned, if it's fucking molded, it's dark like winter, you know? And mold grows in cold, damp areas. So it's like there is a cold, damp area, aka a feeling or experience or a mentality that you have been in, and you've been trying to carry yourself through life with this energy, and it's dragging you down versus building you up. Okay. Now, some of you that I'm speaking to, you could be fixed signs, specifically since Leo's at the center of the spread. Leo's fixed energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, And Aquarius, show the world the real you, is Aquarius energy in reverse. But with this, adjustments are required, being sideways on top of what you need to release. And show the world the real you, it's like you know that something needs to change, but you are, there's a lack of willingness, and that lack of willingness has you very fixed to a cycle. And Libra energy, as well as Aries energy, it is cardinal, it's the start of a new season, but it's like you're not aligning with the start of the new season, which is why you're stuck at the stop sign. Okay, now with this show the world the real you being in reverse, it's connecting to it, is a lack of authenticity. Another way to say that is is it just inauthentic or inauthenticity? I don't fucking know, okay? But a lack of authenticity is being reflected. And I feel like the lack of authenticity is, you know, to the world, because this is saying show the world the real you, but to the world, you know, it's giving peaches and cream, getting freaky in the back of a limousine, like the song said. But in reality, you're suffering. In regards to what? I don't know. But whatever it is for you specifically in regards to the suffering, it's like using that pain as fuel to your fire is not a way to continue to live. So as long as you try to live in that energy, nothing will come of this situation. And you're really being asked to surrender. And going back to the beginning of the message, really sit with the energy, feel the energy, deal with it, express it, experience it. Like it needs to be dealt with so that it can be outsourced. It's insourced within your body and in your chakras, but putting a mirror on it and putting like a flashlight, allowing the sun to shine light on it, you can purge that outward. Okay. And once you do, you're ending with luck is on your side. And this is the Sag energy, mutable. So, you know, no matter if you're fixed, cardinal, or mutable, you're being asked to be cardinal as far as a, hold on, I'm trying to make sure I say this right, because I'm trying to think about the sentence and say it at the same time. When it comes to initiation of cycles, specifically how you deal with emotional cycles, how you deal with traumatic cycles, whatever it is that is a negative feeling, something that does not make you smile, it does not make you happy, it does not allow you to feel joyful, to feel free. Freedom by Beyonce could be a song that really resonates with you at this time. If that is a song that resonates with you at this time, I do feel like you should play that song and sing it to yourself in the mirror, as well as an affirmation to yourself, eye to eye, that we need to be freed. You need to be freed, and affirm it and release it and let it go. A lot of you have issues. It's like a root of the consistency of the energy lingering in your mind is dwelling on it. And I noticed how I just did my fingers like that, which was very unintentional, but I caught it. So self-awareness is definitely heightened under this full moon for you at this time. But going back to what I was trying to say about the cardinal energy and new cycles and how you're dealing with those new cycles, it feels like you're, when you start treating this healing journey like it is a job, a duty, like a 9-to-5 that you have to clock into, it becomes overwhelming. It becomes something that you don't want to do, something you don't want to give energy to. Okay, you would rather just fucking find a good show, get some good food, and just sit and see what the fuck is up and deal with someone else's reality that's not even fucking real, versus dealing with your own. And with that reflection, it's like you could be so focused on other people, and I feel like you're being asked to just detox from the outside world. And when I say the outside world, I'm referring to doom scrolling, TV. Like, even if you talk to people consistently, it's like you need to talk to yourself, listen to yourself, have that, what is it, first person dialogue with yourself to really know what the fuck is going on. And I said this for another sign in the last all sign reading, and I don't know which fucking sign you could have been a part of that, heard that, resonated with that, but this is connected to that as well. but it's like the spirit is asking you to make it a creative inner child healing journey. So for instance, if you have children, or if you don't have children, shit, you've been a child before, and when it came to something that you as a child or one of your children struggled to do, to comprehend, to understand, to grasp, to adapt to, and once you keep trying, and it's like, we can just simplify it to learning how to ride a bike without the training wheels, and it's like every time you get on that bike and think you're about to ride down the street, before you even get to halfway down the street, shit, before you get to the end of the fucking driveway, you just fall and bust your ass every fucking time. You could tie it into skating. Every time you try to just get one good lap around the rink, you just bust your ass every fucking time, and it's painful. Falling hurts, and it's like, you're not gonna, as a child, or even if you have children, nieces, nephews, whatever the case may be, you're not gonna encourage them to stop trying. You're gonna encourage them to get back up, try again, instill and speak that life into them, that we can fall 10 more times, but it doesn't mean that 11th time or even the next time isn't that time for you. And I feel like as an adult, you're being asked to, that's how you heal your inner child, and whatever this fucking plague of darkness that you're carrying, like really speak life into yourself. Mirror work is very, very loud for all of you. Affirm yourself. As bad as it hurts and as painful as it may seem, it does heal. Now, healing takes time, okay? If you break a bone, even if you get a scratch, okay? If you get a fucking mosquito bite, that shit takes time to heal. But it's like you don't honor the timing of the healing process. And because you don't honor the timing, you correlate it to, this is a job, this is a duty, this is a task. And it's not intended to be that way. That's not the intention. But somehow it's like you've gotten so, it's like you know how people get stuck in the rabbit hole? It's like you've gotten stuck in the darkness of the healing journey. And this is a time for the phoenix to rise. The phoenix fucking die. I believe it completely dies and sheds before it rises. I don't know, I gotta fact check the fucking story. But you get what I'm saying, okay? It does feel like you're in a phoenix experience, especially with this luck is on your side, Sagittarius energy. But it's like, instead of the phoenix rising, you would rather just lay low with the ashes. And baby, you breathe life, okay? Your heart is beating if you are hearing me at this time. So honor that, okay? 2 Chainz told y'all, if you woke up this morning, then you winning for real. So stop waking up and feeling like you've lost, because you have not. You really have not. All right, let's get the advice, move on. Energy is heavy. Hold on. Scenario 1. Spirit, what is the light at the end of the tunnel once scenario 1 makes the adjustments that are required, does the release, is honest about their experiences and what they've been through, allows themselves to be humble. So with that, allowing yourself to be humble, people could be telling you about yourself at this moment, like pointing things out about yourself that you are not trying to hear, not trying to reflect on, not trying to see. And it's kind of like that energy of like pointing fingers, like you're wrong and I'm right. But perception is perception, perspective is perspective. So I feel like you have a choice. Your choice is, you can be honest with the people around you. I'm not saying go on social media and blast your shit, but no, for the people that are genuinely concerned. And if you don't have people around you that are genuinely concerned, I'll address you next. But if you do have people around you that are genuinely concerned, there's a need to be honest about them, about your trials and tribulations. You have no issue expressing your wins, and no one wants to brag about their issues, but you never know who can help you, who can be that angel at that moment in time if you don't utilize the tongue and the voice box that God gave you. Now, if you do not have a support system at this moment in time, because not everybody got friends and family out here, or even partners, there's a need to be honest with yourself, because I feel like you have been given the respect to experience whatever you've been experiencing in private, and with showing up the world, like it's kind of like God is covering you in a sense. Like you could be scarred from head to toe, but the people don't see that. The people see the light. But it's like a lack of authenticity where you are being given the respect to experience something in private. This can flip to the energy of God will make an example out of you, and this is like public embarrassment. It's giving like humiliation ritual, which is connected to humility, which is connected to humbleness. So I don't know, but let's get into the tarot. But once scenario 1 takes the advice, what is the light at the end of the tunnel? Please and thank you. Oh, my nose is itching. The Fool, a brand new beginning, a whole new world. You can be action oriented, baby. You can, it's like Spirit just gives you, where it's like everywhere where Spirit is telling you no, it's like you just get a green light. Yes, it's just yes. You know how Oprah is like, car for you, okay? It's like yes, 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 yes. And I feel like whatever you're being asked to deal with, it's not something that has to drag out all fucking spring season. Like we can nip this shit in the bud right now if we really want to. Scenario 1, the choice is yours. It really is. 6 of Wands, victory. A lot of Leo energy showing itself. Scorpio, death and rebirth. Fell on top of the Fool. So you literally, it's like that light of protection that the divine has been using as a covering for you, as a shield for you. It's like instead of it just being something that is reflected on the outside, it then becomes something that's reflected on the inside as well. It's like the inside is clear, it's purged, okay? And not to say that the trees that are within, because trees represent life, have to be cut down. No, okay? It's just like, you know, if you have a garden, you start pruning and things, okay? The shedding has to happen, but the tree still stands tall, okay? 8 of Cups is here. Walking away without regret, walking away with confidence, walking away with your head held high. And this is, it's giving me, don't be offended, but I'm getting like, don't be a rat pack. I feel like that means something specifically. I'm not about to look it up, but they're showing me, it's kind of like, you know how like to not be wasteful, you ensure that, you know, you eat your whole, you finish your plate, you drink your entire drink, right? And you know how like when a drink is done and people start slurping the bottom and it's fucking loud as shit, or honey, they didn't fucking finish the plate but they're still eating the crumbs. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, that shit was so good, but it's like, why do you have to suck the bottom of it or eat the crumbs? Like they're like your table or your Thanksgiving is not more than enough. And with that energy of like the rat pack is, every time they're showing me rats and rats eating crumbs, and it's like you don't have to do all that. So you could really be, it's like the energy of being freed from a cycle of poverty but still living a poverty lifestyle. Like an elevation comes with this. That's a part of the light at the end of the tunnel, in the elevation. Okay, we got rebirth, a brand new beginning. When I say a brand new beginning, it's literally connected to a brand new life cycle. Yeah, this 4 of Pentacles, this is like being stingy. No, not moving forward. Yeah, no. Now, interesting, the 7 of Swords fell literally on top of the 8 of Cups. So there's someone, scenario one, from, you keep going back to like that waning energy. If there's someone, there's an energy in your life, particularly, it could be a friend, it could be a lover, it could be a business partnership, but it's always like start, stop, start, stop. It's very manipulative. The Seven of Swords is just giving manipulation. And since it's swords, and we're in the post shadow of Libra energy, is giving mental manipulation heavy, and it fell on top of the Eight of Cups, so heavy emotional manipulation as well. But whomever, whatever you are start, stop with, this could be people on social media, because I'm seeing someone subscribe to someone, then unsubscribe. Fucking pick a side and stay there. Okay, now the side that you're being advised to take that will give you the light at the end of the tunnel that you desire will be just to completely close the door indefinitely. Okay, someone could have been born in between the years, whoever I'm talking to, you could have been born between the years of 1978 through 1987 specifically, but let it go. It's also giving me the energy of like being apart from someone, but you know, like if y'all were cool with each other's families or friends, like still having that connection. That, and it's like, you know, you may see it as innocent, but when it comes to energetically you have a door open for that energy because you continue to intertwine. So I say all that to say, or Spirit is saying all that to say, you really do struggle with walking away and completely closing doors. And once you truly just learn how to honor that without reopening or looking back or even entertaining, you'll be surprised by the progress that follows. And look what came out, the Two of Cups. And that shit just fell. It fell on my left leg in reverse, okay? So yeah, you're leaving the energy open for connection, even though it's innocent. But even though it seems innocent, it does not mean it's in alignment. Judgment here. And look, underneath Judgment is Lovers in reverse. So that's for somebody, okay? Anything else? Six of Cups, Page of Pentacles. All right, so final messages for you. Scenario one. A lot of whatever it is, a lot of whatever has you at that stop sign is connected to your childhood. Specifically, I feel like if you're a masculine energy connected to scenario one, it's your childhood. If you're a feminine energy, it's your teenage years specifically. Something happened throughout those times, depending on which, if you identify as masculine or feminine, that has really fucked you up, okay? And it has been fucking you up. It's been affecting a lot of your connections, romantic and platonic. I do feel like scenario one, you could be open to dating, but not fucking interested in dating. I had no intention of cursing, so you could be very like wanting to not be emotionally, it's like you want the pleasure but not the emotional attachment. You want the experience but not the emotional attachment. But it's like when you get yourself involved in those scenarios, they're truly unfulfilling because your heart desires the emotional attachment, but you've experienced so much trauma, you keep telling yourself no, you keep telling, ooh, okay, there we go. You keep telling yourself, stop, this is not safe. So there's a need to discern at this energy of the stop sign metaphorically that you are at, where Spirit's telling you no, and where you telling yourself no, and Spirit is telling you yes. It's like you got the game twisted a little bit when it comes to those specific facts. Okay? Okay, that's what I have to say. I'll see you tomorrow. Scenario two. Put this deck to the side. Spent 30 minutes on one scenario. I feel like I'm just waking up. Even though I've been up forever. All right. Now I'm cold. Okay. Where's the... Scenario 2. So, for you guys, the deck that Spirit chose for you is the Healing Oracle. And every time I use this deck, I advise this is the deck that my mom got me. So, feminine energy, the mother could be significant. I'm getting the grandmother, but mother side, the motherhood, mommy issues, fourth house energy, the mother, okay? Okay. Let's see, scenario 2, Spirit. What is their current situation experience? I wanted to say this at the beginning, but I forgot until just now, so I'll say it now. The reason why I feel like this needs to be done is to get this energy out of the way so that when we do the April all signs, we can talk about something else versus whatever we talk about today. But if the energy is not being heard and it needs to be heard, Spirit will be repetitive, okay? All right, but scenario 2, you have the wellspring, dehydration. But what are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. So health, and specifically how it's connected to wealth and just overall wellness is, I don't know if you're focusing on this. Well, some of you could be focusing on it. Hold on, my hair is bothering me. Let me fix this hood. Some of you could be focusing on this right now, or you could be just very resistant to it. Is it out of the hood? The hood is so thick. Okay, let's just leave it. So what are you thirsty for? Body care, take a breath. Now for all of you that chose scenario 2, I do feel like your nervous system is definitely disrupted. I have to pause because these big ass motherfucking grackles just started eating with the rest of the birds, and I guess it would be their offspring. Yeah, there's their offspring. They usually come in packs, right? However, these particular big ass motherfucking grackles, and when I say they're big like fucking crows. I feel like they're like an elder energy, like a grandmother, grandfather. But I don't condone bullying, even when it comes to nature. So I noticed that when they come on the balcony, like everyone else around them is like scared, intimidated. I mean, when I say everyone else, I'm referring to the other birds. The cardinals aren't, specifically the cardinals and the doves, okay? And I have favorites when it comes to nature. But they're on the balcony right now, and it's like I see other birds. They keep flying around the balcony, and then it's like they try to get a piece of food and then take it on the opposite side of the balcony so that they can eat in peace. But when I notice that they're eating all the food, I will make them shoo. And they're being greedy. They're big as shit, okay? Anywho, that's why I just stopped. Now let me go back to the scenarios. My apologies. Pay attention to your surroundings, scenario 2. If you're someone that has started, like you are on your wellness journey, you could be struggling with consistency, or you're not. It's like you're not. It's giving like play energy. Like Spirit is saying either you're gonna go hard or you can just keep doing what you was doing before you even got on this journey, because yes, something is better than nothing, but you're truly playing with yourself. So don't play with yourself. Also, you could be just, after saying that and thinking about what I said to you about the birds and the energy of intimidation, you could feel, I feel like this specific message is someone that is very dissatisfied with their weight. And it's like, you know, you're definitely looking on social media and seeing some things, which is, it's like, it's interesting because it's like, it's making you feel depressed about yourself, but at the same time it's motivating you to do better, eat healthier, get in the gym, get outside, whatever the case may be. But it's kind of like, because you don't see the rapid results, you're you connect you connect consistency with the timing of results, which it's fucking up your nervous system. And spirit is asking you to not do that. Like, time is an illusion, and you don't know if that person has truly just, if they got it out the mud in the gym. We're in a day in society where people love to cut corners, and no pun intended, but I'm being real as fuck. The people love to cut corners. I mean, go under the knife. Like, they'll start with the gastric bypass, okay? And then they'll finish it off in the gym. And it's like, where you would rather be, literally get it out the mud, go hard or go home. It's like the pain is making you just want to stop. Similar to scenario one, completely different though. But a lot of you are dehydrated, and you know, people always say just drink water, but water is not enough to hydrate. Maybe you got to connect, it's salt involved and all this other shit. Do your fucking research, okay? But it's more than just water. But I do feel like for others of you, it's like your body is telling you it needs to stretch. It's like you could be hearing bones pop, you know, you could feel tense and flexible, whatever the case may be. And then it's like you make a plan, you write the vision, but you don't honor the plan, you don't honor the vision, and you're just not doing shit. So it's either you're playing or you're just not doing anything at all. And for those of you, no matter which side of the spectrum that you're on at this moment in time, you could be very, what's the word like, when you don't have the energy for something. Definitely your capacity is little to none at this time. You can be very drained, very exhausted, very just low energy. But I feel like that's connected to the lack of wellness. Your energetic vitality is connected to the lack of wellness. It's like, what the fuck, what energy is your body supposed to feed off of, you know, to help you? I also feel like scenario two, a lot of you eat out. Like, you eat out more than you cook at home. Cooking is magic. We're in a very magical time because we're in spring. And especially at this time, since it is, well, actually this week, because this is considered Holy Week, technically. Okay? This is very interesting because the way my ass been crying, it's like I was at the crucifixion of Jesus. That's how my emotions have been. But anywho, and with this wellspring being here, emotions, you could be wanting to, you could just be sleeping a lot, just in the bed, just, it's giving, what is it? I said it last time, couch potato. But yeah, just very, you don't want to deal. There's a need to, for a lot of you, it's like your home is very dark. Like, there's a need to bright, just, I don't know, light is needed. Let's pull another card. Shit. Oh my God, I forgot I oiled my scalp this rising. Hold on. Hold on. For others of you, it's like you're not taking vitamins, you're not taking supplements, you're not doing basic shit. You're not stretching, you're not drinking tea, you're not taking shit 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 15, 10, an hour for yourself a day. And I feel like a lot of you are struggling with procrastination at this time as well. You have the water carrier in reverse. Now, this is the Healing Waters Oracle deck. So for you, scenario 2, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but don't have to be. You have the water carrier in reverse. What really matters, reflect, reprioritize, but it's in reverse. So you're not focused on what really matters. You are not reflecting and you are not appropriately prioritizing. Now, for a lot of you, you've been very, very focused on stability. And where you were, it's kind of like where you experience instability. You got tunnel focused on stability. Spirit has gotten you to a place, and you yourself have gotten yourself to a place where things are stable. It may not be the stability that you desire, but things are fucking stable. Definitely better now than they once were, or being in the process of being better now than they once were. And so for a lot of you, it's kind of like, where you, spirituality versus practicality. It's kind of like putting the spirituality portion on hold to focus on the practicality, which would be tied into your stability. And just, again, just going in, going hard, being extremely focused on that. You know how they say, like, people who really don't want to be, whether you're masculine or feminine, you've probably heard it, but it's like, people that don't want to be a stripper, like don't want to be a drug dealer. If they get in the game, it's for a specific purpose, and once they achieve that specific purpose, the goal and the intention is to get out. But then it's like you done got so caught up, you don't get out when you're supposed to get out. So whatever the case may be. Now for you, it's kind of like, you told spirit, like, once I get stabilized in whatever area of life, then we'll get back to it. You have not gotten back to it yet, which is connected to this reflect and reprioritize being in reverse and what really matters as well. When we make promises or make a plan with the divine, the divine definitely gives us a lot of grace as humans, but there comes a point in time, just as an adult, as a responsible adult, I would say, where you know that you are in your own way. You are in your own way. I feel like, any one of us could give a list of excuses as to why something is not being done. But again, what really matters? The excuses, or it just not being done? I also feel like a lot of you, how do I say this? Because you're not necessarily seeking attention, but it's like you are saying something a certain way to get, I don't know if it's like reaction or attention. Like if you work in the customer service field, right? They teach you that if a customer, especially over the phone, but if a customer is repeating something over and over, it's so that it can be acknowledged. Kind of like what I said earlier about us doing this reading and to get this energy out so we don't have to speak on it tomorrow, but if it needs to be heard, spirit will repeat it. I feel like when it comes to your emotions and this water carrier being in reverse, like carrying something, if it's reversed, it's spilled out. So that would reflect an expression of something. And I feel like you are verbally expressing a specific emotion, but it's more so, it's like what is it? Falling on deaf ears? Is that the same? It's falling on deaf ears. It's not being heard. You're not being received. You're not being responded to. And I feel like the reason why that is happening is because the sources that you are seeking are not the sources that should be assisting and or serving you at this time in regards to this matter of health and wellness for yourself. For those of you that are connected to this pile, I am not a doctor, but I hear, okay, just follow me intuitively. Feed the dis-ease, okay? So it's like if you, let's just say hypothetically, you have kidney, liver, heart, whatever the case may be, um, look into the herbs and the foods that help to combat the issue that you're having. Feed it. Yeah, that's the message, okay? Feed it the life that it needs to be healed, to be cured, not the deficit to make it worse. I hope I said that right. Anywho, scenario 2. You have cosmic ocean upright, current dreams, future realities, new beginnings. Some of you, trigger warning and my condolences, but you really could be suffering the loss of a feminine energy. I don't know if I read Cosmic Ocean. Current dreams, future realities, new beginnings, and then you have let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. That came out when I spoke on the feminine energy and a loss that you could be dealing with. This could also be a feminine water sign ancestor that's wanting to walk with you on this journey of health and wellness as well. And it's like the more that they try to encourage you to like get started, let's do this, it's like you shut the door in their face, you ignore them, you push them away. It's like they're speaking to deaf ears when it comes to you. You should look into the story of the Red Sea, because with this let it go, you see how she's like commanding the ocean. It's giving, to me, it's giving the parting of the Red Sea, which is why I'm bringing it up, okay? I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to find out what the story is and tell you. Hold on. Exodus chapter 14. Very interesting that it's in the book of Exodus, and this card says let it go, which is connected to walking away in Exodus. But read Exodus chapter 14, temperance energy, angelic energy, and see what's up. Okay? Now, I don't like, yes, in this community we are aware that health is wealth, right? For this group, you could really have a gift of herbalism, but you don't, you have not tapped into it, or you just stop tapping into it. Because the first 2 cards, it's giving me greenery, herbalism, life foods. I'm seeing the food meditation icon card that's in this deck, but we're not using it for anyone. And then these last 2, it's giving that water element, heavy on the water element. Now, for others of you, okay, you have a balanced diet, and this is going back to the message about spirituality and practicality. I don't think I finished that statement, but when I said if you make like a promise or a plan with the divine and you don't honor that, Spirit will give us grace. But for you, it's kind of like where you have become stabilized. If you, once your grace for that particular situation has been exhausted, you'll start to feel as if your stability and or foundation is faulty when it isn't. It's more so giving me like Spirit is showing me the aftershock of an earthquake. And it's like the earthquake already happened when you were in that mode of instability, right? But now that you're stable, the earth itself, metaphorically, is no longer shaking, but it's like Spirit will give you an aftershock as a warning, like, okay, you're playing too much, you're doing too much, we need to come back to center, come back focus, reprioritize, reflect, what are we supposed to be doing? So for some of you, it could feel like, you know, things are faulty, things are shaken, and that is far from the truth at this point in time, but it definitely connects to your choices and the battles that you choose in these coming days, the rest of Aries season. because what seems shaken can become a reality. You have current dreams, future realities, and not be the new beginning that you want simply based on the choices. Now, the opposite part that I want to say is a lot of you, it's like when it comes to cleansing your energy, that needs to be a focus at this time. The cleansing of the energy, of the external energy, does connect to the internal as well. You know, if you have, it's kind of like I'm seeing someone that's very healthy, clean home, you know, not too many problems out here, right? But it's like something ain't right. Something just ain't right. And it's like feeling that on the inside and not being able to put your finger on it and pinpoint it, but not knowing the source. And because you're unable to put your finger on it and pinpoint it, it starts to affect your nervous system, start to have you fucking paranoid out here and questioning everything. So again, the energy is, it's interchangeable. So cleanse more, especially if you are someone where you work for other people, you are interacting with other people. There needs to be consistent daily cleansing, something going on. Now it could be as simple as just washing your ass every day, but making it very intentional about cleansing the energy that you are about to walk into or coming away from. You know, get creative with it. I'm not saying you gotta just do the most every fucking day. Like we got shit to do out here, okay? But being intentional is very, very important to ensure that the energy is directed how you desire it to, how you desire for it to be directed. Yeah. Anything else? So a lot of you as well, you can have an issue with hoarding. With this let it go, release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. You hoard experiences, you hoard feelings, you hoard betrayals, you hoard lies, you just hoard it all. Okay? And we are in spring, okay? And the baby, the Frozen Let It Go song is just this point, it needs to be a theme. It needs to be a theme song. If I ever have, like, you know how like some YouTubers be doing, I don't know, they should be cute with their videos and things. I don't do editing and stuff. I don't think I'll ever do that. I don't have the time. Me not editing is connected to my integrity and authenticity with my channel. But if we ever had music, we're gonna remix the Let It Go Frozen song, okay? I say all that to say that. On the bottom, you have the ripple effect, part of something bigger. The details are taken care of. So when it comes to be discern what is an illusion and discern what is a reality. So going back to the message about, the aftershock and the stability, and with this, the ripple effect, the details are taken care of. So when it comes to the overall picture, no matter what it looks like in the economy outside, like, God got you. But do you have you? Because these cards are saying you don't have you the way that you can have you. It's basically saying, as long as you take care of yourself, Spirit is going to make sure that the stability remains intact. And if it starts to become a point in time in life where you may be threatened, Spirit will open up another door before a door closes type shit. But it's like, in order for that momentum to continue to unfold the way that it should, you have to do your part as well. Faith without works is dead. And for you, it's just being simplified with self-care. And self-care is not going shopping and getting a new fucking wardrobe or cutting off your fucking hair or fucking going to the nail shop. It is really, honey, the taste is disgusting, but it's healthy for the body, okay? So are you going to take that or no, I don't know. This is heavily, my nose is itching, connected to longevity for you. Fuck. It's like, oh my God, my left nostril. But it's heavily connected to longevity for you. We work to be able to live, but if you're not taking care of the body, are you truly living for what you worked for? It's like you have to make it make sense. And right now, how you're operating, it's not making sense. You know, it's interesting too, because I feel like whoever I'm talking to, this is really light work. Like, the hard part has been done, which is why you're dehydrated. You have body care here. It's like your cup is empty. Your well is empty. But then once you start to pour into the emptiness, you literally have an overflow, you know? It's like I'm showing you, some of you could live in a country or area where, what's that shit called? Just side note, earthquakes could be a theme, okay? Because what I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now is a hurricane. And I was about to call that bitch an earthquake. But the hurricane, you could live somewhere where hurricanes are a theme, because this cosmic ocean, the middle of it, it's giving hurricane energy for me. And also, this let it go, the water cards are giving me hurricane energy. The bird is loud. I just lost my fucking train of thought. And the hurricane and the earthquake. What does that have to do with anything? Oh, thank you. Okay, so you know, like if you live in one of those areas, how they put sandbags, to, I guess it would be like to block the water to prevent flooding, I believe, right? But it's like you have all of these sandbags up to block, to prevent, and it's like the water can't flow. And as I always say, if water remains stagnant, if it's still water, then it becomes dirty water, it becomes unhealthy, it becomes toxic. So it's kind of like your emotions have been, I don't know, it's like your heart chakra is fucking blocked by sandbags, which is blocking emotion from flowing. And once you remove those sandbags, which is connected to releasing the past, you are able to forgive, soften, and move forward. And with moving forward, it becomes a flow versus a consistent ebb, if that makes sense. Okay. Anything else? That's that. On the bottom, you have thank you, gratitude, appreciate what's sustaining you. So count your many blessings, name them one by one. And truly, with this, the water carrier, reflect and reprioritize. Scenario 2, don't forget where you came from, okay? Because if we forget, we tend to repeat. When we remember, we acknowledge, we have wisdom, we utilize discernment, we move forward, okay? But for you, I feel like this gratitude, appreciate what's sustaining you, is going back to this is light work for you. Like, you have been through fucking hurricanes, earthquakes, whatever the fucking weather could be, the hell, okay? All of it. All of it. The tornadoes. And now, like, the divine is saying, you've done all of that. We just want you to have a healthy mind, a healthy body, a calm nervous system, a healthy emotional flow. Like, that is light work, okay? But it's like based on the struggles of the past and what has not been light work. You're seeing this as a tedious task, and really it's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl or cover boy. I feel like with this light work though, the biggest struggle is consistency, honestly. Yeah. And the card that fell out to clarify they were done talking from the oracle deck is gentle force in reverse. So upright, this states consistency, persistence, patience in the long game, but it's in reverse. And this is giving me slow and steady wins the race. So when it comes to holistic healing, Eastern medicine, it takes time to see the results, where other people, as I mentioned, cut corners. You are being asked to thug it, to be thorough with this experience. And it's something for you to pass down to generations to come. Again, definitely connected to longevity for you, okay? But slow and steady wins the race, meaning if you start today, if you're starting a lifestyle change today, you may see a 0.1% of a result where you're expecting 50. And it's like, be realistic with yourself. If you've been doing something for 30, 40, 50 years, and you expect in 30 days for your life to be different, you're delulu, okay? You're not being realistic. Social media got your head fucked up, okay? I'm just being honest. But it's like, ground yourself. When you start to, like, when you get in that energy of comparison, you're not grounded, and you're outsourcing, you're looking outward too much and not inward enough. So just keep that in the clutch of your mind as you are experiencing this, okay? Red pill, blue pill, you know? All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Light at the end of the tunnel for scenario 2, please. I keep forgetting about the music. Look, 3 of Swords. Let it go. We gonna remix the, damn, okay. That was the 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. It's not funny, I'm sorry. Look at the heart. Look at the detachment. You got sandbags around the heart. And it's very interesting. We were talking about the birds and the intimidation, and she's in a bird's nest. Heavy Aquarius energy. You have the full upright and the star in reverse. A lot of air here. Now, so the Oracle's water. I mean, it's a water deck, but Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's a lot of feminine energy here too, which is connected to, it could be a deity as well, but heavy energy on an ancestor as well. It just depends on who you walk with. But the 3 of Swords, it's like so look at the 4 of Swords. Look at this as the light work expression, and then look at the 3 of Swords as the explanation of, honey, how it has not always been this way, okay? You had to experience a lot to get here, okay? For it to not be so fucking dramatic and traumatic and all of the things. Now we have the star in reverse and the full upright, heavy Aquarius energy. With this just spread in general, what I'm speaking on, this health and wellness battle could have been a theme since the nodes shifted into Virgo and Pisces 111 of last year, 111-2025, because Virgo is a sixth house, which is all about health and wellness as well. You could definitely have those placements, but specifically throughout that nodal transit, this could have been a struggle for you. And with this Aquarius energy, and the North Node is about to move into Aquarius in July, it brought me there. With the star being reversed with the full upright, this is giving me, Spirit is asking you to release a certain expectation when it comes to health and wellness. Not to say you should not have a goal. You should have a goal, have something that you're working towards. A goal is equivalent to ambition, which is equivalent to drive, okay? But for you, it's like, when it comes to an expectation of, okay, what's an example? So let's just say your goal is to be 130 pounds, hypothetically, right? Now, period, point blank. What are we going to do to get there, right? To start to get there. That's the goal. The expectation will be, in 6 months, I'm going to be 130 pounds and I'm going to just be snatched. That expectation, and you putting all of your energy into that expectation and it not being a reality, is breaking your own heart. So with that, have the goal, but release the expectation. And I feel like for a lot of you, expectation is connected to timing. And this could be with anything. If you're trying to build a business, okay, that could be health and wellness. You may say, honey, in 6 months, I want to be in this bracket. But there may be lessons or experiences that you need to have before you can have that bracket. You know, we ask for shit all the fucking time, but never correlate what it takes to get there when it comes to what we ask for. So that's tied into mindfulness. So with that energy being said, it's kind of like, you know, have the goal and work towards it, but release any and all expectation and know that you will achieve. Literally. The Fool is the goal, the Star in reverse is the expectation. It's like you can't, literally, we cannot pull a star out of the sky, you know? And there's billions of stars in the fucking sky. So your reflection is kind of like the reflection of you, the light of you, the whatever the first house experience is for you in particular scenario two. It's kind of like your energy is either, I feel like this is more so when I say energy, I'm specifically your confidence. It's like your the confidence and the timing of your achievements are out of sync. And I feel like the reason why they're out of sync is because when the body is not truly healthy, the mind is not at its peak as it could be. Not to say you just out here dumb and stupid. No, no, no. The mind is not at its peak as it could be. So when the mind is at its peak as it could be, not to say you cannot indulge here and there, okay? Because baby, we live a life of suffering. I should say it a different way, but honey, it's hell out here, okay? I'm gonna have some ice cream one day, have some Krispy Kreme the other day, but I'm not about to do that shit every day. But anywho, I'm getting off track. Yeah, your confidence and your expectations are, the timing of expectations are out of sync, and it's because your mind is not fully clear, because you're not truly healthy. Does that make sense? Oh, I hope it made sense. Yeah, Ace of Wands on the bottom. The mind. I didn't even see this. The minds. Yes, thank you. I guess it made sense. Okay, let's move on. Anything else? I think we're pretty much done. Yeah, I say that, and then that's the Ten of Swords. But no, the Ten of Swords was upright, being led out of a troubling situation. But the Eight of Swords is in reverse, being free. Now, what I will say, I don't know, there's something about health and wellness that's connected to mental freedom for you as well. You may not think it's that deep for you, that's resonating with this pile, but it is that deep. Shit, what else was I about to say? Hold on. Oh, so last thing I want to say, because with this Six of Swords, Ten of Swords, when it comes to like health and wellness, like if you're doing like, what the fuck is out here? Mediterranean diet, keto diets, fucking, is the Atkins still a thing? I don't know. I've been doing the blood type diet for myself recently, within the last couple of months. It's definitely a lifestyle change. I'm adapting, honey, but noticing the differences. Anywho, you may, like, let's just say you are drawn to do a specific diet type. Your ancestors, going back to this, let me bring it back. Your ancestors may be like, okay, you may want to do this, but I want you to incorporate this and this and this. And with the Six of Swords, it's like, but that's not following the rules. And with, thank you. And with this Aquarius energy, Aquarius is the rebel. They don't follow rules. Okay, they break the existing rules down that serve no higher purpose to rebuild stronger value systems. I'll say it that way. And with this energy, you may want to do it how everyone else is doing it, or shit. God, that shit fucked up my nervous system. Hold on. Baby, the birds got scared. We all, hold on. Was that a gunshot? Is that a switch? It's Georgia, baby. God, ain't no fucking telling what it is. But what the fuck was I about to say? You may want to do it according to everyone else's plan, but that plan is not your plan, okay? Go against the grain. And for some of you, you may be called to eat more grains, okay? But yeah, go against the grain. There is no, when it comes to this particular journey, there is no, it's like you're writing the rule book. You're writing the plan. You're writing the cookbook. That could be a theme. Like, you could want to do that. It's definitely very Aquarian-like, you know? Create a new fucking system and introduce it to the collective. Okay? Okay. But yeah, that's the message. Are we good? Very good. Ace of Cups up right on the bottom. Six of Cups. And I feel like a lot of you had grandfathers, forefathers that were farmers as well. All right, whether you know this or not. I love you. Take care of the body. Who's next? Scenario 3. Is that a 6? There you go to the eye doctor. Looks like an 8. It's a 6. Okay. Yeah. All right. Scenario 3. Hi guys. Okay, well, this deck is not for you, but scenario 3, you could be feeling stuck. You have stagnant waters. Feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. But your deck is the Heart Oracle deck. Let's get into it. Let's get started. Nurture. Look, scenario 3, nurture 3. Alignment. You can be seeing 333. All right, scenario. Did I clarify the light at the end of the tunnel for scenario 2? Well, we ended with Ace of Cups. That was good enough. Okay. Scenario 3, clarity on your current experience or situation. What's going on? Why is it going on? Starting with Tower energy. 16, rebuild. This would be the Tower card in this deck, but the purpose of this is to rebuild from the heart. What? Rebuilding from the heart center. So for a lot of you, it's like what you're doing in life, going back to that card that showed itself, the stagnant waters. Actually, I'm gonna bring it out. Bring them out, bring them out. Aw. And then, so feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. And then sweet relief, new beginnings, a new ray for the rainbow. All right, so the storm is almost over. All right, pile 3. But no, you could definitely feel like you're in the middle of a tower since you have rebuild here. Your heart chakra is definitely most affected at this time with her hands over her heart. I do feel like, aw, I feel like you need a lot of love. Not to say like self-love could be a struggle for some of you, not all of you, but you are in need of love. But I feel like people may not know how to love you. They may not understand your love language. And I don't believe everyone's love language fits into the boxes that society says these are the fucking love languages. Like, I don't have that belief. But I do feel like, you know, you could be someone that, I hear is it Jay-Z? It's a Hard Knock Life. I hear that song. But the kid voice part, I don't even know what they say after they say it's a hard knock life for us. I don't know. But yeah, you can really feel like it's just always one thing after another after another. You could also be doing a rebuilding of your life alone as well. Since the energy of, you may not have, just feels like you're lacking love around you. And with this rebuild, and it looks like these are angel wings behind her. It's like it's really just been you and God, okay? You and somebody, you and some type of higher power, but you and people have not, I hear, been cohesive. But now I'm seeing double-sided tape, like tape that it's sticky on both sides, okay? Yeah. I don't know. So I guess that represents a lot of sticky situations with others, with people, a lot of friction. It's like you think you're stuck together, then you realize you're truly more apart than you are together. Some shit like that. Scenario 3, what's going on with them? I like this, but one second. I actually love this. Hold on. Because you really, like, whoever is connected to scenario 3, like, you really have no idea like what God has in store for you. I'm really trying to not cry in this reading, okay? So if you hear my voice do its thing, it's because I'm holding back the emotion. Now, for y'all, the spiritual activity at this time could be extremely heightened, especially with how these fucking cards came out from 2 different decks, okay? Sadness and isolation, you're definitely disconnected from others. But that was a turn face down. I just flipped it over. But so again, the deck made sure that I saw this card for you. Stagnant waters, okay? Feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change, okay? And then you have the rainbow that was underneath. Sweet relief, new beginnings, a new way forward. Second card, right? Your first card from your deck for your spread, rebuild, tower energy, right? Now, if you were to correlate this card with stagnant waters, think of a building that's been up since, the 1600s, okay? A building's been up since the 1600s. That could be a representation of stuck energy, stagnant energy. It's been placed there all these motherfucking years, okay? But then a bulldozer comes to knock it down, to place something else there. That would be the tower moment, rebuilding, okay? First card, correlating, okay? Now, I feel like when it comes to your current reality in life, Spirit is showing you, it's like the dark side of things, the shadow of things. You could really be seeing you could be seeing the veils very heavily at this time. Through the veils, your sleep could be very active, or very like you're up all times of the fucking night, okay? Like you wake up, go to sleep, wake up, go to sleep, up all times of the night type shit. Now, that's the reality that you are experiencing. But then the second card from the heart deck correlates to the rainbow. Because, baby, it's a motherfucking rainbow. Okay, new vitality. Number 3. I'm sorry, not number 3. The sadness and isolation is number 3. But this is the number 1. But the third pile, sadness and isolation being the number 3, you feel very disconnected, isolated. Again, the sadness feels like it's connected to that energy of a lack of love. It's kind of like that energy of, don't tell me you love me because I know you don't mean it. It's like knowing that people love your presence, but it's like they truly don't love you for who you are, flaws and all. Like they love when you can give, but don't fuck with you when you ain't got shit to give, you know? It's kind of like that. And then based on that realization, it causes you to go into isolation in a sense. But the rainbow always comes after the storm. But I do feel like the other day, Outside was looking pretty much how it looks right now. There was rain on the forecast, like for the particular day that I'm talking about. Rain was on the forecast like 3 days prior, right? But then when the day came, rain was not on the forecast at all. I don't know what I was doing. I could have been working. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing, but the sun was out, like a beautiful, beautiful fucking day. And then I hear the rain. Just random, no thunderstorm, no nothing. Like it came out of left field. It was raining. I verified and validated it was raining. I checked the weather app. No rain to be found, okay, on either one of my phones, okay? So I'm like, and if you know me, I love the fucking rain. Like, I love it. And because it was so random, I know some people say that rain is connected to God's tears, but I see rain as extremely cleansing energy. But sometimes it's not always, we're not going to get into that. But anywho, it's very cleansing energy. But in the moment, like the randomness, the way it was so unexpected, and I'm thinking about just how you may have saw something coming, and then it's kind of like whatever you saw, whatever you did see coming, just to tie in the story into your personal life experience. But you may have saw something coming with your intuitive eye, your third eye, okay? You may have peep game, ignored something, let it go, put it to the back of your mind, whatever the case may be, right? Whatever you saw, though, it could have been a warning, but because like life wasn't reflecting a warning, that's kind of why you ignored it, is what I'm getting. But then it's like what you ignored ended up smacking you in the fucking face, okay? Like it just hit you out of nowhere. It's like you didn't take heed. That's what it's giving. You didn't take heed. So that's for some of you. For others of you, though, I feel like going back to like you really have no idea what the divine has in store for you. You really fucking don't. I feel like you're meant to see the clouds and the rain. I don't know. It's kind of like, hold on. I see the scenario. I'm just trying to figure out how to explain it. Just give me a moment to put my thoughts into words. So we're just gonna stick to the rain, okay? So thank you for the confirmation. Well, sticking to the rain, you know, for some, rain can be viewed, just follow my perspective, y'all, okay? Rain can be viewed as a shield of protection. So, you know, if you had a day planned outside, if you notice that it's raining, then you could shift that energy and stay inside. It's like the rain is protecting you from being outside in the slippery when wet type of energy, keeping you safe away. Shit, I'm really trying not to cry, but keeping you safe and away from the storm. But it's like you're not seeing the kind of like rejection is God's protection, or the isolation is fucking divinity. Like you're really not seeing that. You're just seeing the separation, okay? And then it's like you're processing it as what the fuck is wrong with me, and it's like it's nothing. It's a form of protection. Like things are being broken down. Oh my god, every time I start crying, my contacts get crazy in my eyes. But sorry y'all, this was not intended. I was trying to hold it back. But whatever, you're not seeing it from the divine's perspective, okay? And I don't think this is like this is not something you're meant to see from a bird's eye view. Like it's just literally the higher perspective, the divine perspective. Like it's like you're seeing something as an attack when it's truly protection. It's truly a shield. It's truly like a covering. Hold on, because what the hell? Ugh. Hold on. think I got it together. I'm sorry. But the song, as I was in the bathroom, I have to find it. But it's a gospel song. The lyrics are, I almost gave up. I felt like I felt like I just couldn't take life anymore. My problems had me down. Depression weighed me down. But God held me close so I wouldn't let go. Hold on, let me find it. God's mercy kept me. Is it called God's mercy? Hold on. Let me Google it. Oh, I Almost Let Go. That's the name of the song. I Almost Let Go. It came out in 2007. The Kurt Carr Singers. But yeah, that song is connected to your reading. But I really don't know what the fuck I said before I got up. But what I do know, you got shield protection. Thank you, Spirit. I'm trying to get past it, to get out of the emotion, to move on. Whatever you're experiencing right now, I say all that to say it is truly meant to be. And the light at the end of the tunnel, I feel like you don't see, and that is intended, okay? And as I mentioned, it has nothing to do with the bird's eye perspective. But it's also, oh my God, here we go. It's also the energy of like, you know, people talk about God's promise, but what is that? Like, what is that specifically? I feel like it's different for everyone. This is what I split the deck to. Awaiting results, but dreams coming true, okay? For you, when it comes to God's promise, I feel like there was a conversation you have with God, your angels, your ancestors, outside in nature, because we have this nurture out here. It's giving me nature, and I'm listening to the bird chirp as I give you this message too. But it's like you really like, it was like some type of dialogue about God taking care of you, like truly taking care of you, holding you down in this earthly realm somehow, some way. And I feel like whoever I'm talking to that has had that conversation, like this sadness and isolation for you is not new. It's a life experience for you. And not everyone has the same life experience, but it's something that you're used to. It's not foreign to you. It's very well known, and very much so a part of your history. But I feel like your future looks nothing like your history. And it's kind of like, you know, it's like you're being set up energetically to experience a physical life that is a reflection of what we would see if someone were planning a surprise party for someone that truly did not know that they were about to have a party, like truly surprised, okay? It's giving that energy like you're really about to be fucking surprised, but that's intended. And for a lot of you, it's something about the way that you it's like the surprises, how you respond to surprises. I'm trying not to cry, but it really makes God smile if we were to put it in the energetic expression in physical form and take it just outside of spiritual form, okay? God. What else? But yeah, with the waiting results that I saw in dreams coming true, something has been a long time coming, and you are in the process. That awaiting results, it was the card was red, so fire energy is also connected to the root chakra. But you know, we are in a fire season right now, so Aries season, you could have thought, I think I said it for scenario 1, Yeah, because scenario one, they just wanted to be action oriented, but the stop sign, the red stop sign, was a focus. For you, there's no red stop sign. I'm just saying, now I hear I can't stand the rain in my window. That's all. So it's like the rain, the emotion, the heartbreak, the sadness, the isolation, the loneliness, because loneliness is a real thing. The stagnation, stagnant waters, feeling like, I thought I got rid of all of the problems, but am I the fucking problem type shit? And it's just like, no, no, no. But I don't feel like Aries season is your season to initiate. That's really the only correlation to scenario one, especially since that red card was awaiting results. And with dreams coming true, I don't know what fucking card that was, but I do feel like Taurus season onward, which Taurus season starts on the 19th, and the 19th is in the major arcana is the sun. So yeah, I feel like Taurus season will be more, I hear the word profitable, but that's not I'm not trying to correlate this to profits, but you'll start to see the sunshine is the point I'm trying to make. Now, as I say that, I'm looking at this sadness and isolation card as I was speaking on the Taurus energy. So I feel when it comes to seasons, I feel like in Aries season, you could feel like this stagnant waters, okay? When we get to Taurus season, it feels like you're in this energy of transitioning like from the darkness to the light, transitioning from, like, I'm seeing someone that's graduating, but it's like you graduate with fucking honors, valedictorian type shit. You could be going to a graduation, or you should go, I don't know. But Taurus season feels like the season of transition. But Gemini season specifically, because Gemini represents the two minds, I feel like the flip of your reality really truly starts in Gemini season. Now I know Gemini season starts in the month of May 5 and it ends in June. So yeah, it's like you're experiencing a change to experience the utmost fucking divine alignment. And I feel like that you really start to see the rainbow, the new vitality, and that surprise experience in Gemini season. Hi y'all. We're not doing signs, we're just doing a collective reading, but at the last minute, Spirit said do piles. And I feel like this needs to be done so that we can get this energy out of the way and not speak on this during the April All Signs. But we're gonna do the April All Signs tomorrow because I've been up since 2 a.m. okay, and I cannot, once I'm up, I'm up. So I'm gonna rest and do it tomorrow, but no sign. What else did I miss in the comments? What exactly is the purpose of all this? I feel that. Thank you, babe. Okay. All right. But yeah, Gemini season is when it's truly on and popping. But with choose your battles, I feel like this is more so connected to choose the energy that you are entertaining as you are in this. I don't feel like you're stuck. It doesn't necessarily feel like stillness either, because I feel like you got some motion going on. You got something going on. So you're not just, it's like okay, with a call for shifts, flow, and change, it's kind of like you're tired of this same old shit, different day type of energy. You're definitely exhausted with that reality of a lifestyle. And it's like you are trying to manifest just more of something. More life, more vitality, just more motion, more movement, whatever the case may be for you specifically. And it's like God is like, babe, you can stop asking because I truly got you. But patience is one of the 7 virtues for a reason. And with this choose your battles being the number 7, choose the 7 virtues to operate in, or just one in particular that stands out versus the 7 deadly sins, okay? And as long as you choose a virtue over a deadly sin, you cannot go wrong. Now, I will say with success and growth looking at me, going back to that energy I mentioned about being profitable, you could feel, I don't know, you could just, you could want more in the bank account, okay? But it's like you have enough. You have enough, but you want more. And honestly, I feel like for a lot of you, you have gotten very, very comfortable with enough, which is why the surprise is that it's so emotionally and deeply connected. Because it's like you're gonna get what you want, but it's gonna be a surplus of it. But what it is specifically, it's different for all of you because we all want different things in life. But I do feel like in the meantime, in between time though, you should celebrate yourself and how far you come. Because I feel like you have celebrating to do that you haven't even given yourself a chance to honor. And with this, as I say that, I'm looking at this choose your battles, and he's looking at the face that's green. And this green heart chakra, I just feel like you need that I don't know, self-love for you and self-celebration, like they go hand in hand. And you may operate them like in an energy of separation, but they really do cohesively work together. And I'm seeing the Gemini. Y'all could be eating jambalaya or want some jambalaya, but the Gemini symbolism. Okay. Anything else for pile 3? Time is starting to fly. See, we have changed your focus to number 5. So the month of May, baby. But until we get there, yeah, Gemini season starts in May. Until we get there, focus on what makes you happy. You may be lacking love externally, but you have a whole lot of it internally. When it comes to your spirit team, like heavy, so much, so deep, so unconditional. So much appreciation for you and what you've done, and you just getting to where you are right now, even though you're not exactly where you want to be. But focus on what you love. This could be a craft. This could be, I don't know, there is something that you are currently passionate about that you could give more energy to, up until we reach this energy of transition and new beginning for you. Whatever that is, Spirit wants you to work on that because it's healing the heart as well. I don't know. It's very interesting. It's like your craft. How do I say this? It's like your craft heals your heart. And it's like, okay, your craft heals your heart, but the attention and the energy that you pour into it now, versus pouring that into what you are viewing as stagnant, as stuck, as complacent for some of you. That word is very loud in my mind right now. Or the feeling, even though that may not be a reality, it can be just a feeling that you are experiencing. I feel like a lot of you struggle with receiving. So the more that your heart heals throughout this time, the easier it will be for you to receive when that time comes. Like I'm seeing someone, like if I were to give you a gift, right, just because I wanted to give you a gift, just because it's on my heart to, like no reason, like it's on my heart to bless you, I'm gonna bless you. And then I give it to you and you're like, what did I do for this gift? Nah, I'm just saying it was on my heart to do so. And it's like you keep trying to give the gift back to me and reject it because you feel like you didn't earn it, when this has nothing to do with with earning shit. Okay, it is, I just want to bless you today because I feel like it's the right thing to do today for you. And it's like not being able to be okay with that. And even if you do accept it, it's like you're going to feel like you have to go in the world and do something to work for that, to earn it, so you don't carry the guilt, if that makes sense. Like you're very self-sufficient, you're very independent. Kudos to you. But it doesn't mean your heart is open. And I feel like at this time, the heart healing is a focus. And that could be connected to the rain as well, and these fucking tears. And you just, maybe you just need to cry a river. Like who said? Justin Timberlake said that, I think. Cry me a river. Okay, cry yourself a river. But then as I say that, the next water season we have is Cancer. And I feel like, in the water seasons, the collective be going through it emotionally, because collectively there's a lack of emotional intelligence. So I don't know, for some reason I feel like when we get into Cancer season, the next water season, where the collective is experiencing emotional instability, a lack of emotional intelligence, like, you are the light throughout that time of darkness for others. So there's definitely a bigger purpose, but the current purpose is you and yours, meaning you and your heart. And then once that cycle is completed and this new beginning is gifted, of course, each one teach one. But yeah, 7 virtues though. Patience, for sure. You may want to look into the 7th specific virtue, because I'm seeing you got 7 here, which choose your battles. Rebuild breaks down to 7. You could be seeing 777. For a lot of you, when you see 777, it worries you. And I feel like Spirit is just saying, I got you. Like, I truly got you. This has nothing to do with luck, favor, bad karma. And look what the fuck just came out. Okay, look at this. Look at this. You see it's picking out 7. This just flew out 7. I don't know what's underneath it. Oh, the number 4, just breathe. Like, yeah, you're not relaxed. But all of this 7 energy, Spirit is saying, I got you. Just please heal the heart. Heal the heart. Let it go. Because I don't know, whatever it is, that, not to say let it go in a form of belittling the energy or the experience, but let it go in the form of, you have no idea the reality of these people and what they're going through. But just know I got you. Like, you're very, very protected. Very protected. And you could feel hella unprotected right now. And if you do, I just want to tell you that is a lie you are telling to yourself, okay? And you got God fucked up, okay? Don't be having the divine fucked up, all right? Have these people fucked up, but not the divine. God got you. And also, I do feel like, when we are in the energy of feeling stuck and shit, that's like the devil's playground. So with that, choose your battles again, 7 virtues versus the 7 deadly sins. People that operate in low vibrational energies, people that lack emotional intelligence, they could be heavy within your frequency at this time. Be mindful of that, okay? Choose your battles. And be mindful of who you tell your problems to, because a lot of people just want to know that you got a fucking problem in life. I don't, people are fucking weird, okay? They're weird. Just let them be weird. But yeah. Let's pull the tarot. And then scenario 4, I'm on a time limit. My meeting starts at 1:30. You do have 777 in your name. I just noticed that too when you pointed it out, period. So yeah, all is well. All right, I feel like I gave the light at the end of the tunnel, but do you have anything else to say to scenario 3? Look what's on the bottom. Yeah, make this shit up. The 7 of Wands. Yes, just be mindful of the energy coming towards you. Like, it's giving Boosie. Devil, get up off me, okay? All right, anything else for scenario 3? As far as the light at the end of the tunnel, I don't know what else to say. I think that was the 5 of Wands. Hold on. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. Oh, shit. And the Queen of Cups. Oh, God. All right, anything else? Now, you got hella sevens. I do want to say your your I don't know who you're around, okay? I don't know if this is personally, I don't know if this is professionally, but something, what is this? I just want to iterate with this King of Swords being here. You are protected, okay? Nature is giving the nature spirits fuck with you heavy, heavy, just because of your soul. But okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is professionally. So you have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. I don't know what's going on professionally, but shit is fucked up out here, okay? Because I'm seeing the scale, like I see the scales of justice, and I see the word injustices, like the scales, injustices. So spirit is very aware of everything that's fucking going on, okay? Which, as always, but I got fucking hair in my eye. But with this Queen of Cups, you may feel like you need to do something, and I feel like you're being asked to do nothing. And I feel like you're responding as doing, like, you being asked to do nothing is very difficult for you, because whoever I'm talking to, like, you protect yourself, you defend yourself. It's like, if you don't fucking do it, ain't no fucking body else gonna do it. And then it's like, you know, this could be tied into a respect thing for you as well. Like, you know, people are fucking playing with you, okay? And you, at some point in time, we have to draw a line, but I feel like you are supposed to just observe and do nothing else. And that could be another thing. Like, I really just feel like this time in your life, professionally and personally, is completely out of your hands, with this Queen of Cups being upright. Because going back to, you're not still, you got motion, but you could have more. Shit, we could always have more. But this is, okay, the best, okay, I'm gonna just give you the vision I have in regards to these people around you. So, you know, we all know this Bible verse. um the Lord prepares the table before me in the presence of my enemies. So let's just say this is how the size of your table starts. Let's just take this card, right? And then it's like, okay, the table has begun to be built, okay? You know, Five of Wands, we got the tools and things, okay? You don't know where they go, but the contractors know where they go. So we don't, the honey, Spirit is also Bob the Builder for you, right? And then as you are just operating through everyday life, these fucking energies around you, I don't know, but there's a lot of projection, confusion, a lot of things that are not of light happening with you, around you, behind your back. It's a lot of sneakiness, shadiness. It's a lot of fake ass fucking people, okay? The fakery, it's just, anywho. But it's like the divine is fully aware and the divine is watching. So it's like, okay, you're minding your own business, Queen of Cups or King of Swords, whoever you are, you're minding your business, but it's like these people are minding your business as well. And it's like, if anything negative, if any fire, this fire, just look at it as negativity, is put out into the universe, it's like, okay, well, this was scenarios 3's table, but let's make the table like this, okay? Let's make it a little bit bigger, a little bit longer, okay? Let's make it still like this, okay? And then literally it could be 5 to 7 people. This could be personally and professionally, heavy professionally though. But it's like every time something is done to you, whether you are aware or not, the table gets fucking bigger. It just gets wider. It gets fucking longer. Okay? And no room for them though. But they don't know this. You don't know this. But it's kind of like Spirit is just giving you, like, it's like Spirit's just trying to put you on game. Like, you are not forgotten about. You may seem alone, but no one knows the army or the people that you work with. You could be very, very private as well, since I said like no one knows the army or the people that you work with, walk with, which is intentional. Again, you definitely are seeing through a lot of veils at this time as well. But hold on. Can you clarify this? Ace of Pentacles. So yeah, okay, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You could feel like you're being uprooted. And it's like you kind of are, but you kind of are not. Because I just want to iterate, you are stable. Yes, Devil in reverse. You are stable. But it's like the Matrix is, and the divine is allowing the Matrix to project a reality that your world is coming a fucking apart. Like slowly but surely. Like thread by thread. And it's just not fucking true. It's just not true. It's not true. I do feel like there's a purging of a group of people. It's kind of like with this Four of Wands, this one person, whoever this other person is, it's like all of these people, like all of these people got to go, and it's like you had it's like everything that one person has was, you are able to experience in different people, but not all together. But it's kind of like it's like giving the whole package. I don't know. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. Oh, fuck, I keep forgetting my scalp is oily. Shit. I'm not sure. Anything else? Queen of Pentacles. So just sit pretty and work on your craft for now, okay? Scenario 3. You're good. You're good. And this is iterating. You are stable, okay? She is just a step down from the Empress or Emperor. So I feel like Spirit's like, just take a deep breath. It's okay. But you definitely have some devils around that are being purged. And whoever I'm reading for, you're very, very powerful. So if you are unaware of the devils that are around you, then I think you should, you know, the commercial, don't be sad, get glad. You should just get glad that you don't have to fight this battle personally. But Four of Wands, with the, if any part of your life is uprooted, you probably just have to move, okay? What is it speaking out? Oh, the Ace of Wands. But yeah, that will be the only uprooting. Anything else, like, you are good. But definitely there's a need to dance, to move any stagnant energy within the body, within the hips. Dance. I love you. I gotta move on. Scenario 4. All right, we gotta do a hard stop in 25 minutes, okay? So I'm not gonna waste no time. Well, I'm gonna waste like 30 seconds. Hold on. And then we're not gonna waste some time. So scenario 4, there's a need to work with sound, because my bell fell. You're welcome. Interesting. 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 All right. Scenario 4. Sound. Sound healing would definitely do you well. We're using or some of you could be connected to scenario 3, because this is the Oracle of the 7 Energies deck. But yeah, the number 7 is why I said that. All right, scenario 4. Maybe what's happening in their life? So I just said, baby, what's happening in their life? And me, that's how I talk to my ancestors. How I talk to y'all is how I talk to them. They be all types of babies and blues and loves and I don't know. But so sound therapy is just a theme, but I'm seeing you have choices. You know, you could YouTube University Sound Therapy. You could find like a community group to participate in. You could buy your own sound bowls, and that's, I feel like you could be studying sound too. I don't know that's like. You could be studying the frequencies, the different healing frequencies based on certain sounds. Some of you could be into music and musicians as well. Because I'm seeing, I'm sorry, not seeing, I'm hearing the 808 drop. Hold on. Keep touching my damn hair, but yeah, I'm seeing the 808 drop. But music also, and this comes up from time to time, but the music that you play, you may want to listen to more instrumentals in the month of April. You may want to do this April and May, because I almost said May. All right, scenario 4, what's going on in their life? You can be very sensitive to certain sounds at this time as well. I don't know, it's just sound is a theme. All right, what's the vibe? The land between scenario 4. Very interesting. You're starting with the number 4. Well, 40 breaks down to 4. But the land between, the royal you in reverse, scenario 4. The power of purpose, upright. Well, it's sideways, but more so upright. I don't know why these are coming out that way. A grand symphony. It's giving what goes up must come down. Let's just keep going. Burst of magic, let it go in reverse. Who had let it go upright from that different deck? I don't know. Pile 4, you could be seeing 9s. Because the way these 2 9 cards are, I don't know why they're laid like that. But it's giving what goes up must come down. Anything else? Okay. Sing beyond. Yeah, you could definitely be singing 999 or just 9s. You have 99.99 here actually. All right, the land between upright. I'll show you. Land between upright. So no matter which journey, no matter what journey you choose, the destination will be the same in regards to something. You have the royal you in reverse. Damn. But I'm getting you're living like a peasant. Moving on. The power of purpose is upright, and a grand symphony is in reverse. These are the 2 9s that are upright, but, well, they're both sideways. One is upright, one is in reverse. That was random. Throat chakra. You have let it go in reverse. A burst of magic upright. Beyond the ordinary in reverse. Yeah. And then, which is a 9 card. And then sing. I split the deck to sing beyond. This is 9 as well. Okay. All right, so you're definitely conflicted on a path, a journey, just which direction to go. But as I mentioned, no matter what you choose, your destination is going to be the same. So basically, you're very afraid of choosing wrong, but it's like no matter what you choose, it's not going to be wrong, because if you go left or if you go right, you're going to end up right where you're supposed to be, because you have a specific destination, or at least the divine has a specific destination for you, whether you are aware of this currently or not. Now, with the royal you being in reverse, this is the stop living like a peasant. So it lets me know, I feel like this group, you really struggle with abundance. And when I say struggle with abundance, I'm referring to the energy of it, not making money. Like, abundance is far more than that. So much more than that. But just the overall energy of abundance, I have more than enough type of energy. That's something it's a struggle for you to receive and believe that. Now, with the power of purpose and a grand symphony, so, okay, two different groups here. So for the first group, and these, yeah, two different groups. The first group, the power of purpose, yes, you are doing something currently that is a part of your soul's life journey purpose, right? But it's not the only thing. You could be aware of this if it's not something you are aware of at this moment. You are soon to discover this. I do feel like most of you are aware of it though, whatever this something else is. I feel like you did it a long time ago, because I'm looking at this let it go card in reverse as I'm speaking this message to you about the power of the purpose card. So it could have been something that you did a long time ago, like years ago, shit, childhood years ago, whatever the case may be. Like, go back to like your first job, first passion, first thing you created. Like, it's something, it's old, but there's already an alpha to the experience. Okay, there's already a beginning to the experience. Now with the grand symphony being in reverse, what goes up must come down. So that could be prayers, but it's also giving what you put out to the universe comes back to you. So, but you have to be mindful of what you put out, because if you put out suffering for someone to the universe, that shit will come back to you. So I don't know, we're gonna clarify that. Now moving on to let it go in reverse, I do feel like there is something that you're holding on to, that with the grand symphony being in reverse, it's kind of, it's knocking you out of alignment, but you're not completely out of alignment. Now when I say knocking out of alignment, like they showed me someone like at a boxing match, and how like someone, honey, they don't knock their ass out, but it's a good enough jab to make you fucking go dizzy and do a sway for a moment so you can recalibrate. It's like you get hit like that in life, and it's like, hold on, wait, you know, type of energy. So yeah, it feels like whatever this is I'm speaking of is heavily connected to resentment. And it's like every time you dwell on that energy, it knocks you out of balance, but it doesn't completely knock you the fuck out. Like, it doesn't, the train, it's like not even using the train. I'll use the airplane. It's like, you know, you can have a smooth plane ride, or honey, the turbulence will hit you like, hold on, are we safe? Is bitch gonna go down? Or are we gonna make it to our destination? You're not going down. But then what goes up must come down. So the plane will have to land, but it's not gonna land in a crashing sense perspective, you know. But yeah, there is something that's connected to resentment that you're holding on to. A burst of magic. Now this card, if you've noticed, like depending on the month, I use certain symbols. So for March, the symbol was, I think I started in March, but March, the symbolism was the 4-leaf clover. April is the lotus flower, and I have the lotus flower in my pinned comment, and it's in the April astrology for the reading for tomorrow for the April all signs. But this burst of magic is a lotus flower as well, so definitely look into lotus flower symbolism. You may want to work with lotus flower when it comes to healing. But I feel like something needs to be stapled. But you know, a stapler, like it papers that are separated, it allows them to be together and attached and conjoined, right? And I'm seeing the store staples too, and I know it's red and white and red, you know, Aries season, but just the energy of you need to staple something, like you need to, it's like stamping something or proving something. I don't know if this is trademarking, it could be, but I feel like it's connected to whatever this power of purpose is. I feel like as well, a lot of you, you know how Birdman said, put some respect on my name? And I feel like you do have respect for your name, but you don't, you have, listen to me very carefully. You have respect for yourself and your own name, but you don't emphasize and truly put that respect on your name. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you able to pick up what I am putting down? And maybe that's another thing with as above, like the as above so below. Like, are you picking up what spirit is putting down? Because with the royal you and this being a crown in reverse, it's letting me know you be reading the signs wrong. And then it has you, I'm seeing like you're getting hit again, and it's like, whoa, but you don't lose your consciousness. I don't know, that's really weird. I don't know, maybe you should take up boxing as a workout and as a self-defense training. I don't know why my hand is on my hip, but it's comfortable right now. Anywho, I have something else to say about this lotus flower. Outside of working with it. Oh, going back to the stapler though. So going back to some of you are doing something that's a part of your purpose, a grand symphony. Others of you are not. You are living in just an everyday boring ass fucking life, okay? I mean, you go to work, you pay your bills, but it's like, who are you without this job? You know, if you had to go out here and make a name for yourself, which that's not everyone's purpose, but if you had to, I feel like who I'm speaking to, you are able and you have every ability and it's a part of your purpose to make a name for yourself. But it's like it's kind of like having an identity of your own and building up your own business or building up your own company or whatever the case may be, versus always supporting someone else's, you know? No, not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur, I know, but it's kind of, you know how they say if you truly want to be wealthy in this life, you need multiple streams of income. And, you know, us as humans, we do wear multiple hats. But I feel like it's kind of like there's a passion that you're not taking seriously. It's like some people tell you you're good at something and then you diminish it. You diminish the gratitude that's being given to you. And it's like you're processing it as it's nothing, but it's truly something. And that's what I mean by, like, you're not truly putting respect on your own name. But hold on. Before I clarify, with beyond the ordinary, I need to clarify the lotus flower too, because there's something else I have to say I cannot remember. But anywho, with beyond the ordinary in reverse, it's like you're not, it's like you are a spiritual being having a human experience. But you're not living like that. You're living like you're a human having a human experience. And we're promised two things in this life and death, okay? And it's like, honey, you just focus on a retirement plan and a 401k plan, and I don't know. It's kind of like there's so much more to life that you're not even allowing yourself to be a part of, experience, indulge in. So to go a little deeper with this energy, for a lot of you, I don't know what era of time, you know, it's different generations up in here. And I looked at my YouTube statistics, honey. There are a lot of elders that watch versus the youngins, okay? There are a lot of elders. I was very surprised when I saw, when I say elders, honey, I'm talking about 55 and over. I'm not calling you old, I'm calling you wise, okay? A lot of people, my color don't make it to see 25, okay? So respect. But no matter what age you come from, like what era of life you come from, I feel like you were told, like, you know, in order to be successful, this is how you had to live. And it's kind of like any dreams or passions that you had, they could be nothing more than that, a dream or a passion. But we're in a different time, and we are in the age of Aquarius, baby. And the age of Aquarius is beyond the ordinary upright, but you have it in reverse. So it's like you're not even aware of your own potential for real. Like, even if you do have like a business of yours going on, like you probably refer to it as a small business, or you do you little shit, like, you know how people be trying to little boy little girl people. Well, we do that to our craft, our businesses, okay? Like, remove the word little, okay? Big shit popping, little shit stopping, okay? As T.I. the Libra stated, okay? So for you, it's kind of like how you were raised is definitely connected to how you move as an adult, how much you live, how much passion you experience. Shit, even if you even experience life at all, some of you rarely travel outside of your city and state. It's like you've been in one place your whole damn life, like, and that is meant for some. However, I have a different type of collective. So my message to my collective is, babe, that's not meant to be. Your life is meant to be so much more. And beyond the ordinary in reverse is giving definitely mundane. And you have a burst, like you have, it's kind of like, some of you may take baths with, what's it called? Bath bombs? I was about to say a fizz ball. But you know, like a bath bomb and how like sizzles out and shit. Like, it's like, that is your magic within. It's like ball pent up like a cat having a fucking hairball, okay? And it's like, babe, it just wants to play. It just wants to get out and express itself. And you see this energy that's elevated from this lotus flower, right? But it's like, you're just like, no. You have to stay here inside and be small and play small. Fuck all that shit. I will knock all this shit over. I'm getting mad for you. Okay? The Leo within me, the lion, is like, the fuck are you talking about? Okay? But yeah, no, I intended to clarify something else originally, but damn, it's 1:20. Shit, this time flew. 8 of Wands, literally the time flew. I got 5 minutes. 8 of Wands upright. So 8 of Wands upright to what? Hold on, let me refocus. I'm starting to become ungrounded because of time. The time is an illusion. But I got shit to do, so hold on. What else with the 8 of Wands? What is the 8 of Wands emphasizing? That's what I want to know. Thank you. The 9 of Wands. So if you're 89, baby, I could definitely be talking to you, but the number 9 is heavy. So you are definitely at the end of a cycle. What cycle are you at the end of, though? I feel like whatever cycle you are at the end of is connected to this land between. So going back to, you're very scared to do something wrong. And baby, we don't learn unless we make mistakes. But it's like you cannot go back. I don't know. There's something that you're very, I don't know, fear is overtaking you at this moment. Like, fear is overtaking your mind. Fear is overtaking the ambition. Fear is overtaking the hope. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Is it a fear of being broke? Because we come in this world alone and we die alone. So I hope it's not that. But it could be. But the Five of Pentacles is it homelessness? It could be anything. It could be poverty. It could be homelessness. It could be living in your car. It could be repossession. It could be eviction. It's fear. And with you starting with the land between, Spirit is saying no matter, I don't know, the path is meant to serve you, but you're not, how do I say this? It's meant to serve you, but it's like you are viewing it as shit is consistently taken away from you. Does that make sense? Yeah, the Lover's in reverse. Are you scared of being alone? I mean, you could. Or it's kind of like, when I say scared of being alone, like, not to say like it's like, I'm okay with being single, but will I die alone? Like, will I have someone that I can grow old with? It's like you're thinking about shit like that. Like, is this how my life is going to be for the rest of my life? Are these the experiences? Is this path, no matter what I choose, going to end up always at the same destination? But I feel like you feel like you are being led to a certain destination, but the destination that you think you are being led to is not that. Because I feel like you feel like you're being led to a path of just destruction. But you've done some type of something, shadow work, healing, forgiveness, I don't know. You've done something to ensure that the destination is not the same as it's always been. But I feel like I'm definitely speaking to someone, you are used to having shit being taken away from you. So with this Eight of Wands, it's like as quickly as I get it, is as quickly as I lose it. Nine of Wands as well. It's like you feel like you have to be overly protective of everything. Also, for some of you, it's like you have tags on shit that you've had for years and never worn. And why do you, honey, in order to have more, you gotta pop a tag, baby. Maybe you need to listen to some T.I., okay? Because T.I. keeps coming up, but he's a Libra. But it's like if you don't utilize the new that you have, when will it ever become old or used for you to get something else that's new, you know? But heavy energy on fix your motherfucking crown, okay? Maybe you need some Leos in your life to help with the building of confidence and just speaking some affirmations of life and vitality and courage to you. You may feel like you're out of alignment. This power of purpose, you're right on target, okay? But please, please, I am begging you to really wake up and realize who the fuck you are, because you don't know. You don't know. And I feel like God has been trying to tell you through people for quite some time. And you've just been like, no. Thank you, but letting go one ear and out the other. Like, Spirit don't like that. It's like, you know how like you're very excited about buying somebody a gift, right? And honey, you fucking love it. And then when you give it to them, they say that they love it too, but they never wear it, they never utilize it, they never do anything. And this is someone like you're around consistently, you would know if it's utilized or not. Shit, I gotta go. But yeah, you would know if it's utilized or not. But it's like you see them every day and it's just like this shit is just in the back of the fucking closet. But you made an investment. That shit would piss you off, right? It would make you mad, you know? And you start thinking all the other ways you could have spent your money. Well, how do you think the divine feels when it comes to the gifts, the magic, the miracles? And it's very interesting as I end this on this Good Friday, okay? Which is the day that Jesus was crucified, right? So they say. Okay, so they say in the Bible, right? Now, I know the church has its belief system, which does not align with my belief system. But it feels like you've accepted being the martyr. And Spirit wants you to accept triumph in every situation, every aspect of life. But you have accepted being the martyr as being okay and as being indefinite. Is that the right word in your life? Indefinite, like forever? But that's not true. Now, I do want to say to my masculine that's connected to this pile, the masculine that's connected to this pile really is annoyed by women just wanting them for money, like that being the approach. And you're seeking someone different. And baby, she's out there. She's out there. She's out there, but she's not out there for everyone to see. So you're gonna have to be led to this specific energy. You're gonna have to follow spirit to be led and to be guided. Your ancestors too. There is, I will say, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say because I gotta go. But the last thing I want to say is with this Eight of Wands and this Nine of Wands upright, when things really start to get good for you, just tell God thank you and be grateful and enjoy the experience. And don't be so afraid to let it go, because the more afraid that you are of letting it go, the more you resist the next experience. Going back to having all these new clothes, you ain't pop no tags, but you trying to figure out why shit ain't changing. Why are you hoarding? That's about the third time the word hoarding has come out in these last 2 hours. But there's a lot of spiritual activity around you as well that is beyond the ordinary. It could be scaring you. No need to be afraid. It's just you're elevating, and where you refuse to see, it's like they're forcing you to see. I don't know. And I feel like I'm speaking specifically about your ancestors. Like they are like, enough is enough. And lastly, April 11th, because the Four of Swords and Justice is looking at me. 411 is the information hotline, but April 11th could be a theme too. A day of a theme of something. But this is all to say, trust yourself. Let me see the light at the end of the tunnel when you start trusting yourself and you fix your motherfucking crown and you start living your life. Because that's, and let go of the past. Two of Cups. Baby, you're not going to die alone. That's not funny. But you will have the partnership, the connection, someone trustworthy. Yeah, and then the Three of Swords in reverse, healing. Not this Five of Pentacles being upright, but the Five of Pentacles being in reverse and the Lovers upright. So, shit. Last message, I promise. For those of you that are in a relationship, I have to address it because I keep seeing relationship cards. Whether this is, I could be speaking to you in regards to platonic relationships as well as romantic relationships. But it's kind of like you think someone is a part of your tribe, and then a grand symphony, it's not. And a lot of you be on some shoulda, coulda, woulda. No matter what path you would have taken, this experience with whomever would have still been had, okay? In this reality, the next reality, if you made a left turn, the right turn, it all would have been the same. You needed this experience. It was meant to teach you. It was meant to realign you and show you what was out of alignment and what does not serve you and what does not work for you. But you were never meant to hold on, okay? It's like collectively, we are using our hearts to hold trauma when God wants us to use our hearts to truly hold love. And we got the game fucked up, okay? Based on the human experience, which means that we're allowing the human experience to overpower the spiritual experience, which is a problem, but it can be corrected. Yeah. Anything else? I gotta go. That's it. 8 of Cups in reverse. That is the message. But Emperor, 3 of Pentacles, Emperor. Be discerning with who you collaborate at this time, and be mindful of who wants a seat at your table just because of who you are and they're not willing to put the work in themselves. I love you. Have a beautiful Friday. I will see y'all tomorrow. It says we're going to start at 4. We're starting earlier because y'all know I'll be here all day for these all signs. So we're going to start early. But I love you. Have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye.